Hello everyone, welcome to the Needle Magic. Today I'll be sharing the pattern of this beautiful crochet bag with you all. I hope you like it. आज हम ये प्यारा सा crochet bag बनाएंगे. It makes up really fast and it's so beautiful and so pretty. This is how it is. I hope you like it. So let's get started. We'll be needing yarn, a crochet hook. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook, tapestry needle, stitch marker and scissors. So let's begin. We'll start by making a magic circle first. सबसे पहले हम एक magic circle बनाएंगे. So we'll rotate the yarn, hold it with the middle finger and thumb. Place our needle in the center, grab a loop and chain one to secure. You can make a magic circle any way, whichever way is convenient to you. You can use that way. And now we have to make 8 single crochet stitches in the magic circle. तो हमने magic circle बनाया और हम इसमें 8 single crochet stitches बनाएंगे. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Now I'll just pull the yarn tail, close the magic ring and slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch that I made. तो जो मैंने पहला single crochet stitch बनाया था उसमें मैं slip stitch करके इसे join कर लूँगी. Now I'll chain 3 and I'll make 4 double crochet stitches in the same stitch where I did the slip stitch. तो जहाँ मैंने slip stitch किया था उसी same stitch पे मैं 4 double crochet stitches बनाऊँगी. 1 2 3 and 4. Now I'll pull the loop a bit, take out my needle. मैंने loop थोड़ा सा pull करके needle निकाल दिए. I'll go into the first double crochet stitch that I made and I'll pull this loop through the stitch. तो मैं उस loop को उस stitch से pull कर रही हूँ. तो इस तरीके से मेरा popcorn stitch ready हो जाएगा. So this is the way my popcorn stitch is done. Now chain 2 and I'll add a stitch marker. To the chain one that I made. Now in the next single crochet stitch again we have to make a popcorn stitch. फिर से हमें popcorn stitch बनाना है. So we'll work 4 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3 and 4. तो हमने 4 double crochet stitches बना लिए एक ही stitch में. Now I'll pull the loop, take out my needle, go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through the stitch. Now chain 2, make another popcorn stitch in the next stitch. Next stitch में फिर से popcorn stitch बनाएंगे 4 double crochet stitches के साथ. So we'll work 4 double crochet stitches. Pull the loop a bit, take out the needle, go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through that stitch. Then chain 2 again, go into the next stitch and work another popcorn stitch. 1 2 3 and 4. So 4 double crochet stitches, pull the loop, take out your needle, go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through that stitch. Chain 2 again, another popcorn stitch in the next stitch. So for this round we are going to make one popcorn stitch in each of the following 8 stitches. So we'll have a total of 8 popcorn stitches. Take out the needle, go into the first stitch, pull the loop through that stitch. Chain 2. Then in the next stitch again we'll work a popcorn stitch. तो इसी तरीके से हमने 8 बनाने हैं. 8 stitches में 8 popcorn stitches बनाने हैं. Chain 2 again. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We need to make 2 more. 2 और बनाने हैं हमने. 1 2 3 4 go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through that stitch. Chain 2 and we'll make our last popcorn stitch. 1 2 3 and 4. Now we'll pull the loop a bit, go into the first stitch and pull the loop through that stitch. Chain 2 again, and now we'll slip stitch onto the stitch where we added our stitch marker. तो जहाँ हमने stitch marker लगाया था वहाँ पे हम इसे slip stitch करके join कर लेंगे. And then slip stitch in the chain 2 space and we'll start our round from here. तो यहाँ से हम अपना round start करेंगे. I'll just pull the yarn tail and close the center. तो अब हम यहाँ से अपना next round start करेंगे. So we need to make 2 popcorn stitches in each of the chain 2 spaces. इस round के लिए हमने 2 popcorn stitches बनाने हैं हर एक chain 2 space में. So whenever we are starting a round, we need to make 3 chains and then make 4 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull the loop, go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through that stitch. Then chain 2, make another popcorn stitch in the same space. 2, 3 and 4. Go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop. Chain 2 again, go into the next chain 2 space and make 2 popcorn stitches. तो अब हमने हर chain 2 space में 2 popcorn stitches बनाने हैं. Chain 2 and we need to chain 2 in between every popcorn stitch. हर popcorn stitch के बीच में chain 2 बनाना है हमने. Chain 2 again. Now we made 2 here. Now we need to make 2 in the next chain 2 space, then 2 in the next chain 2 space, and so on. So by the end of this round we'll have a total of 16 popcorn stitches. So I'll complete the round by doing 2 popcorn stitches in each of the chain 2 spaces and then meet you back here. मैं ये राउंड कंप्लीट करूँगी हर चेन 2 स्पेस में 2-2 पॉपकॉर्न स्टिचेस बना के. जब ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा फिर मैं आपको बताऊँगी आगे क्या करना है. सो आई कंप्लीट द राउंड एंड देन मीट यू बैक हियर. So here I've completed the round by doing 2 popcorn stitches in each of the chain 2 spaces. मैंने हर chain 2 space में 2-2 popcorn stitches किए हैं. And I had forgotten to add the stitch marker at the beginning. I added it afterwards. And I'll just remove it now. And we'll slip stitch onto the top of the popcorn, of the first popcorn stitch that we made. तो जो पहला popcorn stitch हमने बनाया था उसके top पे पहले slip stitch करेंगे. And then we'll slip stitch in the chain 2 space. And we'll start our round number 3 from here. तो यहाँ से हम अपना round number 3 start करेंगे. Now in this round we need to do 1 popcorn stitch in the first chain 2 space and then 2 popcorn stitches in the next chain 2 space. Then again 1 popcorn stitch in the next chain 2 space and then 2 popcorn stitches in the next chain 2 space. So this will be the pattern for this round. 1 2 1 2 1 2. तो इसके लिए हम यही pattern use करेंगे. So as we start our popcorn stitch, we'll start with the chain 3 and 4 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3 and 4. Go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through the stitch. Chain 2. We'll add the stitch marker to the first chain. And now we need to make 2 popcorn stitches in the next chain 2 space. So next chain 2 space में हम 2 popcorn stitches बनाएंगे. So we'll work 4 double crochet stitches. Go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through the stitch. Chain 2 and make another popcorn stitch in the same space. तो उसी same space में हम एक और popcorn stitch बनाएंगे. We'll go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through the stitch. Chain 2. Then in the next again we'll make 1 popcorn stitch. The next chain 2 space में हम एक popcorn stitch बनाएंगे. And you have to make sure that you do a chain 2 after every popcorn stitch. हर popcorn stitch के बाद chain 2 करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Chain 2. Now in the next chain 2 space we'll work 2 popcorn stitches. तो इस वाली chain 2 में हम 2 popcorn stitches बना रहे हैं. तो यही हमारा पैटर्न इस राउंड के लिए होगा. Chain 2 and another popcorn stitch in the same space. उसी same space में एक और popcorn stitch बना रहे हैं हम. 3 4, go into the first double crochet stitch and pull the loop through the stitch. Chain 2. Now in the next we need to make 1 popcorn stitch, then in the next 2, then in the next 1, then in the next 2, and this is how we have to complete the round. So मैं ये इसी तरीके से round complete करूँगी, and you have to use the same pattern for the round 1 2 1 2 1 2, and once you reach here then I'll show you what to do next. So मैं ये round complete करके फिर आपको बताती हूँ आगे क्या करना है. I have almost completed the round, just last chain 2 spaces left. देखिए last chain 2 space बची है, and now I'll be doing 2 popcorn stitches in here as I have done 1 in the previous chain 2 space. तो यहाँ पे मैं लास्ट वाले में 2 popcorn stitches कर रही हूँ. 4, chain 2, another 4 double crochet stitches in the same space, 2 3 4, we'll make a popcorn stitch, chain 2, and now we'll slip stitch to the stitch where we added the stitch marker. जहाँ हमने stitch marker डाला था वहाँ पे हम slip stitch करेंगे, and then slip stitch in the chain 2 space. chain 2 space में भी slip stitch करेंगे, and we'll start our next round from here. तो next round हम यहाँ से start करेंगे अपना. ये round 3 complete कर लिया है हमने, अब round 4 start करेंगे. And for round 4 now we need to do an increase on every third stitch. तो पहली stitch पे हम एक popcorn stitch बनाएंगे, सेकेंड वाली स्टिच पे एक पॉपकॉर्न स्टिच बनाएंगे, और थर्ड वाली स्टिच पे हम 2 पॉपकॉर्न स्टिच बनाएंगे. सो वी नीड टू मेक 1 पॉपकॉर्न स्टिच ऑन द फर्स्ट स्टिच, 1 पॉपकॉर्न स्टिच ऑन द सेकेंड स्टिच, आई मीन द सेकेंड स्पेस, the chain 2 space, and then 2 popcorn stitches on the third chain 2 space. So on every third chain 2 space we need to do an increase. So we'll place 2 popcorn stitches on every third chain 2 space. So here we'll start with the chain 3. We'll place 4 double crochet stitches first, we'll go on to the first double crochet stitch, pull the loop and make a popcorn stitch, chain 2, and I'll just add the stitch marker here. Then in the next chain 2 space again we'll place 1 popcorn stitch. नेक्स्ट chain 2 space में भी हम एक popcorn stitch करेंगे, chain 2, and now in the next chain 2 space, which is the third space, we'll do an increase and we'll place 2 popcorn stitches here. तो यहाँ पे हम तीसरी वाली space में 2 popcorn stitches बनाएंगे. So this is the first popcorn stitch, chain 2, and another popcorn stitch in the same space. And this is the pattern we have to follow for this round. Chain 2, then again 1 popcorn stitch, 1 popcorn stitch, 2 popcorn stitches, 1 1 2 1 1 2. This is the pattern for this round. So 1, chain 2, 1 in the next space, chain 2, now 2 popcorn stitches in the next space. chain 2 and another in the same space. तो just keep following this pattern for this round. 1 1 2. तो इस राउंड के लिए हमने ये 1 1 2 वाला पैटर्न रिपीट करना है. chain 2. So just keep repeating 1 popcorn stitch, 1 popcorn stitch, 2 popcorn stitches, 1 1 2, and you have to complete the round. I'll complete the round and meet you back here and show you what to do next. I have almost completed round number 4. मैंने round number 4 almost complete कर लिया है. Just last chain 2 spaces left. So I'll be putting 2 popcorn stitches in the last chain 2 space. So I'll be doing 4 double crochet stitches. And then making it into a popcorn stitch, chain 2 and another popcorn stitch in the same space. Chain 2, and now we'll slip stitch to the first popcorn stitch that we made, and then slip stitch in the chain 2 space. So this completes our round number 4. Round number 4 हमारा finish हो गया है. Now in round number 5 we need to do an increase on every 4th stitch. So on every 4th stitch we need to do an increase. हर 4th stitch पे हम increase करेंगे. So we'll start our round by making chain 3, 4 double crochet stitches, popcorn stitch, chain 2, and I'll be adding my stitch marker to the popcorn stitch here. And before we continue the round, we'll count 7 popcorn stitches onto the previous round here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, and here we'll add another stitch marker. तो यहाँ पे हम दूसरा stitch marker add करें 7 popcorn stitches के बाद. So here we'll start working and we'll stop when we reach the stitch marker. So this place will be open. तो हम सिर्फ इतना work करेंगे, यहाँ पे आके stop कर देंगे. So here you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we have 7 popcorn stitches here. This is the place we'll leave it open. So we'll start from here now. We have made 1 popcorn stitch. Now 1 popcorn stitch in the next chain 2 space, 2 3 4, make it into a popcorn stitch, chain 2, 1 popcorn stitch into the next chain 2 space, 1 2 3 and 4, chain 2. So now we have made 3 popcorn stitches in 3 spaces. Now in the next space, which is the 4th space, now we'll make an increase. So we'll make 2 popcorn stitches. तो हर 4th वाली space पे हम 2 popcorn stitches बनाएंगे और increase करेंगे वहाँ पे. Chain 2 and another popcorn stitch in the same space, 1 2 3 4. Make it into a popcorn stitch, chain 2, and we have to repeat this pattern for this round until we reach the stitch marker. तो जब तक हम stitch marker तक नहीं पहुँचते तब तक हमने ये pattern use करना है. So it's 1 1 1 and 2, then again 1 1 1 and 2, 1 1 1 and 2. So this is what we have to repeat until we reach this stitch marker. This is the stitch marker where we started, not this one, the other one where we placed it after the 7 popcorn stitches of the previous round. So till here we have to repeat this pattern. So I'll complete it till here and then I'll show you what to do next. तो आप भी इसे complete कर लीजिए, फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगी आगे क्या करना है. I've completed round number 5 almost, and now this is the place where I added the stitch marker. So I'll remove the stitch marker from here and I'll place my last popcorn stitch. तो मैं last popcorn stitch यहाँ पे place करूँगी. 4 double crochet stitches, 1 2 3 and 4, and here we'll not chain 2, we'll chain 1 and fasten off. तो यहाँ पे हम chain 1 करके fasten off कर लेंगे. And then we can weave in using a tapestry needle. तो ये हमारा एक piece ready हो गया है. So our first piece is done. We need to make another piece of the same type following the same pattern. We need 2 pieces of this type. So we follow the same pattern and make another piece of the same type. So we need 2 pieces. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. तो ऐसे 2 pieces हमें चाहिए, तो आप same pattern follow करके एक और piece ऐसे ही बना लीजिए. And now we need to make the side strap and the shoulder strap. So it will be one strap which will join both the pieces together and be at the side, and it will be on the shoulder as well. तो अब हमें strap बनाना है, तो वो हमारे इस दोनों pieces को भी साथ में जोड़ेगा और वो हमारा shoulder strap भी होगा. So let's begin making the straps. To make the strap, we'll start by making a slip knot first. Strap के लिए पहले हम slip knot बनाएंगे. And now I'll be chaining 6 chains बनाऊंगी मैं. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Now we have to go into the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet stitch. तो जो second chain है hook से, उसमें जाके single crochet stitch बनाएंगे. 1 single crochet stitch into the next chain, 1 single crochet stitch into the next chain, 1 single crochet stitch into the next chain, and 1 single crochet stitch into the last chain. Now chain 1, turn your work, and we need to place 1 single crochet stitch in each of the following stitches over here. We'll go in, and I'm going into both the loops. अब एक single crochet stitch हर एक stitch में करते जाएंगे. So we'll just place 1 single crochet stitch in each of the following stitches. And then chain 1, turn your work, and then follow the same pattern. 1 single crochet stitch in each of the following stitches. इसी पैटर्न को आपने रिपीट करते जाना है जब तक कि आपके पास एक लॉन्ग सा स्ट्रैप बन के रेडी ना हो जाए. Chain 1, turn your work, 1 single crochet stitch in each of the following stitches, and you have to follow this pattern until you have a long enough strap that will be enough for the shoulder as well as to join both the pieces of the bag. Chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet stitch in each of the following stitches. So you have to keep following this pattern until you get the desired length of your strap. So I'll complete my strap and then I'll meet you back here and show you what to do next. I've finished making my strap. I've made it long enough, which will be used to attach both the pieces together and will be enough for the shoulder. So now I'll chain 1 and fasten off. Chain 1 करके fasten off कर देंगे. Now we need to attach the strap to both the pieces that we have made. So we'll start with one and then we'll attach the other piece. So we'll take a stitch marker, and this is the wrong side. We'll take the stitch marker, and now I've left a little long tail, and I'll use this to attach both the pieces of the strap together. So make sure that it's straight and not curled anywhere. तो इसको देख लेना आपने कि एकदम स्ट्रेट होनी चाहिए, कहीं से भी मुड़ी हुई नहीं होनी चाहिए. Now I'll place both the ends together, and using a tapestry needle I'll attach both the pieces together, both the ends together. So I've taken my tapestry needle and I'll join both the ends together. तो दोनों जो sides हैं उसे हम attach कर लेंगे और फिर उसके बाद हम इसे दोनों pieces जो बैक के हमने बनाए हैं उसके साथ attach कर देंगे. So just normally as you would sew both the pieces together, you can just sew both the ends together. And once we are done, we'll just make a couple of knots and then cut the extra yarn from here. So I'll just go in, make a knot, go in once again, make a knot, and I'll just go in couple of stitches. And cut the extra piece of yarn from here. So our strap is done. See? Now we'll take one piece, take a stitch marker, and I'll add the portion where I have a join. I'll add it. I'll start from here where I have a join. Okay, so we'll take the stitch marker and put it on both the pieces together so that it holds it carefully. Then we'll just rotate it and add a stitch marker again so that both the pieces are in place. Then again one stitch marker here, and one last stitch marker here. And it's done. Now we need to sew both these pieces together, the strap and one side of the bag. So you can do that with the tapestry needle, or you can even do it with a crochet hook and yarn. I'll be using my yarn to do this. So I'll make a slip knot first. तो मैं इसे crochet hook की मदद से attach करने वाली हूँ. So I'll place it this way. I'll remove the first stitch marker. And here I'm going into both the pieces, taking my slip knot and chain one to secure. And now I'll be going in the first piece, and then I'll be going in to the strap and I'll be doing slip stitches. तो इस तरीके से मैं slip stitch करके इसे attach कर रही हूँ. Now I'm going into the chain 2 space, I'm going into the strap and I'm doing slip stitches. Now I'm going on to the puff, and then I'm going into the strap and I'm doing slip stitch. Then in the chain 2 space, into the strap and slip stitch. So I'll be doing this all around until I finish till the last stitch marker. तो जब तक मैं last stitch marker तक नहीं पहुंचती, मैं इसे पूरा attach करूँगी इसी तरीके से slip stitch करके. So you can use a tapestry needle and thread to sew both the pieces together. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to just do slip stitches and attach both the pieces together. So once I'm done, then I'll show you how to attach the other piece, and then our beautiful bag will be ready. तो एक बारी हमारे ये दोनों पीसेस बन के रेडी हो जाएंगे, दोनों पीसेस हमारे साथ में सिल जाएंगे, तो हमारा बैग बन के रेडी हो जाएगा. So I'll complete attaching these two pieces together and then I'll meet you back here. So I've attached the strap to one of the pieces all around, and now I'll chain one and fasten off. तो मैंने एक जो पीस था उसको अटैच कर दिया है स्ट्रैप से, और मैं चेन वन करके फास्टन ऑफ कर रही हूँ, और टेपेस्ट्री नीडल की मदद से मैं इसे अंदर की साइड पे वीव इन कर दूँगी. सो यूजिंग अ टेपेस्ट्री नीडल आई जस्ट वीव इन on the other side, the wrong side. So I'll just put my needle in, go in some of the stitches, and then just thread the yarn and pull it through. I'll do the exact same for the other yarn tail. तो इस तरीके से हम yarn tail को weave in कर देंगे, and in the similar way we'll attach the other strap to the other piece like this. Not the other strap, sorry, the other piece to the strap. First I'll just cut the extra piece of yarn from here. You can even add lining if you want, but I'm not going to add any lining. See, this is, the strap is attached to one of the pieces. This is the wrong side, this is the right side. Now we'll place wrong side to wrong side like this. Right side is on top, right side को हम ऊपर की तरफ रखेंगे, and then again we'll start from here, and you can even add stitch markers like we did earlier so that it doesn't move from its place. तो आप ऐसे stitch marker भी लगा सकते हो ताकि वो अपनी जगह से ना हिले. So I'll be using 3 to 4 stitch markers to keep both the pieces in place. And one last here at the top. This way it's very convenient because you sew both the pieces together and your strap is also ready at the same time, so it becomes really easy. Now I'll take my needle and my yarn, and first I'll make a slip knot like we did earlier. तो जैसे हमने पहले किया था सेम उसी तरीके से करेंगे. I'm going to remove the stitch marker from here, go into the top portion of the popcorn stitch and the strap, and then place the slip knot, pull it through and chain one to secure. Now we'll just go in the piece and the strap together and start making slip stitches. In the similar way like we did earlier, we'll attach these two pieces together. तो जैसे हमने पहले किया था उसी तरीके से हम स्लिप स्टिचेस करके ये दो पीसेस को भी साथ में अटैच कर लेंगे. So I'll join these two pieces together and then I'll show you how it looks. तो ये बैग बन के रेडी हो जाएगा. जैसे ये पीस इस पे हम दोनों पीसेस को साथ में जोड़ लेंगे ये बैग बन के रेडी हो जाएगा. तो मैं इसको भी पूरा यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक इसको कर लूँगी. So you have to just keep doing slip stitches and attach both the pieces together till you reach the last stitch marker, and then our bag will be ready. I'll complete doing this and then I'll show you how it looks. तो मैं complete करके फिर आपको दिखाती हूँ कि ये कैसा लग रहा है. So I've completed joining these two pieces together. तो मैंने दूसरा वाला piece भी join कर लिया है. Now I'll chain one and fasten off, and like we did earlier we'll just take a tapestry needle and weave in the yarn tails on the wrong side of our work. तो जो wrong side है उसमें हम इसे दोनों yarn tails को weave in कर देंगे. So I'm just placing my needle in the wrong side, and then I'll just thread the yarn through and pull it, and then we'll do the exact same for the other yarn tail. I'll just go in, thread the needle and pull it through, And I'll cut the extra pieces of yarn from both the ends. And then we have one more yarn tail on the other side. We'll weave in the same manner. I do this whenever the yarn is smaller. I put the needle in where I want my yarn to go, and then I thread the needle and then just pull it through. And here our cute little bag is done. You can just shape it up properly. And here it is. देखिए हमारा बैग बन के रेडी हो गया है. This is how it is. You can even add a button if you want, but I'm just leaving it as it is. This is how it's looking. So I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'll just add a ribbon here and it'll be done. And if you like the video, do subscribe to my channel. Let's add a ribbon here and let's complete the bag. I'm just going to take this cord that I made. You'll get a tutorial on how to make this cord on my YouTube channel if you feel like making one. And now on the side where we have this join, I'm just going to attach it on the strap and I'll tie it up like a ribbon. तो मैंने ये cord बना के मैं सिर्फ इस साइड पे से लगा रही हूँ जिस साइड पे वो join है स्ट्रैप पे. तो आपको चाहिए तो इसका ट्यूटोरियल आपको मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे मिल जाएगा कि ये कॉर्ड कैसे बनाना है. बहुत ही ईजी है और बहुत ही जल्दी बन जाता है. एंड इस तरीके से आप रिबन बना के लगा सकते हैं. तो दिस इज़ हाउ इट इज़. जस्ट enhances the beauty of the project. It's looking so cute. I hope you like the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Keep crocheting. Stay safe. Be happy. Bye bye.